That's just uncomfortable, right? That's an uncomfortable silence, Lamar.
A lot of people can't deal with that. They don't like silence. They don't like you to look them in the eye.
I'm fine with either one.
But you're okay with it. You're comfortable.
Actually, I'm pretty fine with silence.
Actually, we both kind of live in the cringe.
We're on the edge of the envelope, basically.
Yeah,
is what we are, Lamar. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this wonderful and beautiful Tuesday, June 11th. Hope you're having an outstanding day. Look who's here. His future's so bright. Ladies and gentlemen, LaMar Choate has joined the show today, and we're going to talk about a wide variety of subjects. I figured I'd ask you a little bit about volleyball.
Okay, that's fine.
I figured I'd ask you a little bit about trivia, a little bit about history.
Okay.
You're a history teacher.
I am.
And I thought that you would be. I'll tell you my plans this summer, and you can tell me how to improve them.
Okay, all right. I'm glad I'm here.
I am glad you're here, too.
Yeah.
I am glad you're here. I've got a whirlwind summer tour.
Do you really?
Yes.
That's terrific.
It should be a lot of fun.
I'm actually going some places this summer.
Well, we'll be able to compare notes.
We can compare notes.
Yeah, there we go. Lamar's there. We're going to talk about all kinds of interesting and very informative things and very important stuff. I don't know.
And you'll be shocked that we're winging it. You would think this was scripted.
Well, I've got a script.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I don't have much of a script, though, ladies and gentlemen. Let's tell you, though, about a few things going on in and around your area today. As this being Tuesday, June 11th, at the Blue Point Church. You probably drove by the Blue Point Church on your way up here, didn't you?
I actually did.
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Here's something we can talk about. I have heard people call that the Blue Mound Road.
It is the Blue Mound Road.
But it's Blue Point Church.
It's the Blue Point Church.
So there's a point on the mound, or what is the origin of that name, Bruce? Can you tell me?
I'm not sure. No, I don't know I don't think the point has to be exactly on the mound.
Well, probably doesn't.
And for that matter, was the mound formed by Indians or Native Americans?
I don't know. See, I think this is an interesting. This should have been some. I should have researched it before I came here because I'm actually asking the question out of genuine curiosity. And you had no idea I was going to ask it? No.
I don't know. I've talked to Ernie many times, and I should ask Ernie Lewis. He would know. Actually, Ernie may not know. He knows the history of the church.
Okay.
He knows much of that, but I don't know I don't know where Blue Mound is.
I was going to say, is there a place that
is the mound? The church does kind of sit up on a hill.
A lot of times, if you've got a road and it's called that, it leads to a place called that. That is normal, or else that place is.
And you figure that road, the Blue Mound Road, is 10 miles long.
Okay.
It doesn't really extend south of 161. No. There's a road south of 161, but they don't call it Blue Mound Road.
Right.
They might call it Blue Mound Road Extended.
The extension. Bypass.
And then you have State Street in Flora.
Right.
The Blue Mound Road basically becomes.
I think it's an interesting. That's an interesting topic.
Well, anyway, what's going on at the Blue Point Church? Yeah. They are having a blood drive this afternoon from noon to 6 p.m. It's American Red Cross. Now, I bring this up because I've got two blood drives to tell you about today. This is an American Red Cross blood drive. It's June 11th from noon to 6. It's at the Blue Point Baptist Church. If you have questions, call up Connie McGrew at 839-3981, or Ernie Lewis. I give you his phone number. You can give him a call, and he might be able to straighten out that whole mound thing at 838-6708. I really think you're probably right that he would be able to straighten out that whole mound thing.
I think it would be very interesting. There's probably a good history behind that.
But the thing is, Lamar, with the blood drive there, it's the American Red Cross. So you call 1-800-RED-CROSS. I think just 1-800-RED Cross. I'm not sure how you go online to redcrossblood.org. Okay. I do know that, and make your appointment. So that's how you do that, right. And that's Red Cross. However, up in Effingham today. The HS St. Anthony's Memorial Hospital is having a blood drive as well, and this uses the Impact Life blood group. Did you know that there are two different blood donation groups in Illinois, in Southern Illinois?
I did not. I did not.
I didn't until I heard about this.
I knew the Red Cross.
The Red Cross is out of Louisville, and I would presume the Red Cross has stuff up in Springfield and
I think they
Chicago
would be all
as
over.
well. But this blood drive for the HSHS St. Anthony's Memorial Hospital is Impact Life, the provider of blood components for local hospitals, and I believe that includes Centralia, HSHS, the St. Anthony's up in Effingham, and maybe a few of the other Good Sam hospitals, but I'm not exactly certain.
SSM, right?
HSHS,
HSHS.
but it's part of the SSM.
But it's part of the SSM.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure. All I know is they have a separate blood drive. Also, but this one is from noon, 12:30 to 5:30. I suggest you don't try donating at both.
Yeah, I think that is sound advice.
Here to help, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, redcrossblood.org for the other one at Blue Mound, and for this one you can go to, please contact Impact Life at 800-747-5401 or bloodcenter.org. Redcrossblood.org for one, bloodcenter.org for the other.
Terrific.
This is terrifically confusing, isn't it?
No, I think you clarified it.
I hope so.
You clarified.
I hope so. I hope I've been able to help in a small little way. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? Food distribution up at the Gospel Lighthouse Church in Odin. The Helping Hands Ministry at the Gospel Lighthouse Church has a drive-through food distribution. Clients do show up there once a month. One other thing going on today up in Effingham, and this is a nice deal. As if you're in and out of a job, I've been there. The Illinois Department of Employment Security Job Fair taking place at the Effingham VFW today from 9 to noon. So the very wonderful organization,
Absolutely.
very helpful to folks, helping out folks find a new job. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Corn on the Cob Day. This is our reminder that summertime picnics are in full swing. The fresh smell of corn on the cob, or the smell of fresh corn on the cob cooking makes your mouth water, doesn't it?
It does.
Does it really?
I like corn.
I mean, that's just what this thing said. I don't know if it makes my mouth water.
I bet if you smelled it right now, your mouth would water. That's my bet. I bet they're right. You smell that butter. You smell that sweet corn.
You're probably right. Yeah. You're a historian. How far back does the history of corn date back?
History of corn dates back to probably
in Mexico.
Probably 2,000 years anyway.
7,000. 7,000 years. It goes back as corn.
They called it maize.
I'm not sure. I got to tell you, I wonder about that too. I mean, did Lando Lakes invent the term maize? I wonder.
No, they called it maize.
They really called it maize.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. You call it corn, Bruce. But
I do call it corn.
They called it maize.
I do. I call that corn on the cob. That is
they
corn.
would call that maize on the cob, is what they would call that.
There's a good question. Does maize include the cob? The term?
I think so. I think it includes it all. And of course, that you know what? I'm not even going to say it. Maize, Bruce, is what they referred to it as. But a lot of things were different back then.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of things were different back then. Montezuma.
Yeah.
Okay, they would have been,
He got revenge.
On a lot of people over the years.
A lot of people.
But he, of course, he introduced the Europeans to cocoa as well.
Yes.
And but the way he drank
Didn't he also introduce them to coffee as well? Or
I don't know if he did or not. That's a good question. But his cocoa, what he drank, was a little bit of a stiffer drink.
It was a bit bitter, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. It was just pretty much straight up chocolate. Yeah.
Straight up, not sweetened,
unsweetened.
Yeah, that's
the cocoa bean,
dark bitter.
Yeah, and so I just have a feeling their maize was a little bit earthier as well.
Well, it had different colors,
and it had different colors.
It had the different colored kernels. I don't have any of those different colored kernels here. I feel bad about that now that you've mentioned it. What's your favorite way to eat corn on the cob, or the favorite way to prepare corn on the cob?
Well,
do you like it on the grill?
I like it on the grill, okay, but you boil it, it's fine too. There's nothing wrong with it. It's kind of like a potato. It's hard to screw it up. You can overcook it, though.
You can. Well, you can overcook corn on the cob.
Absolutely.
Whenever my wife makes corn on the cob, she always makes like half a dozen ears.
Yeah.
And she makes one for me. I eat one ear of corn on the cob, and she eats the rest of them.
You know what? That is so weird. That's what happens at my house. I eat one, and the females in my house, when they're all there, and sometimes it's just but everybody else, they eat all the rest of it.
They eat
one, and I'm
fine with one.
I am too.
I don't need any more than one.
I am too. Now, I probably am eating more of the red meat than everybody else, but
now that makes some sense.
But one.
I'm certain one of the other. I'm certain you'll like the other two days we're going to talk about.
Well, I want to just say this, and then we can. You know what my uncle called corn on the cob?
Maize.
No, he didn't call it maize. He didn't call it maize. He called him
Uncle Mike. Which uncle?
My uncle, my mom's brother.
It was your brother-in-law.
His name was Noel. My mom's brother. His name was Noel Thomason. Wonderful man, and he called them roasting ears. He never called it corn.
Roasted ears.
Roasting ears.
Roasting ears.
But roastin', because, And he grew it. He grew the sweet corn. And
see, that's the other intriguing thing. The other 320 million people of the 330 million people in the country don't realize there's such a different thing as sweet corn versus field corn.
That's probably right. But you grow up
99% of the corn is field corn.
Right. Exactly.
I'll be darned. The things one learns on this show, ladies and gentlemen. You know what else you can learn and enjoy on June 11th, ladies and gentlemen? National German Chocolate Cake Day. This celebrates this delicious food holiday. We can't think of a better way maybe I didn't bring any German chocolate cake or corn for that matter to share. Although the name may sound like the cake originated in Germany, actually German chocolate cake did not. In fact, the cake's roots can be traced back to 1852 when American Sam German made a type of dark baking chocolate for the American Bakers Company. How about that? You're shocked now, aren't you?
I am. Back then they didn't call it chocolate.
Good grief! That's another one.
They call
it maize too?
No, I'm just making that up. German chocolate, does that have coconut in it?
These do. And I went probably the first 40 years of my life not liking German chocolate cake because of that coconut.
Is that right?
On top. Yeah, I've got coconut. Well, see, now there's that's a ton of coconut on that one. That's just a little, but that's a good looking cake though.
I'm okay with coconut.
You are?
Yeah. And I'm okay with Germany.
I'm okay with Germany. I mean, they're fine now. We've gotten over our issues with Germany.
I think we have. Did you hear about the German actress, the famous German actress and this is going back into the 40s. Her name was Zelda. Did you hear about Zelda?
No. I was thinking you were going to talk about the gal on Inglourious Bastards.
No. Zelda. She in Germany. She's not as famous over here. Back then in Germany, everybody knew her. She was like Cher or something. One name.
Yeah, Zelda.
She had all these accolades, European theater and everything, but she had never won an Academy Award. And Zelda won an Academy. Her agent said, well, there's, of course, the very famous director, Meyer Zelinsky, and he is in Hollywood. And if Meyer Zelinsky does your picture, you have a better chance to get an Academy Award.
Really?
And she said, "Take me to this Meyer Zelinsky." And they did. They set up a meeting, and Meyer brought a script, read the script, and she said, "I do not like this script. I will not do this script." And he said, "But Zelda, this will make you millions." She said, "I didn't get some millions. I don't care. I do not like this script." He says, "It's perfect for you." She says, "I don't know about that script." And he says, "But Zelda," he says, "you could win if you do this, and you could win an Academy Award." And she said, "Oh, I would love to win. I would love to be an Oscar Wiener Meyer." Now, I don't know if it turned out for her.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I don't recall. I must tell you, I don't recall a Zelda ever winning an Academy Award. But
that was her desire.
She would love to be an Oscar winner.
Meyer, yes. German chocolate cake. German chocolate cake's where that started at. All
right, if we eat too much German chocolate cake or if you eat too much corn on the cob, by all means, today is also National Call Your Doctor Day. Falls on this day on the second Tuesday in June.
Oh boy, that's a day I've never heard of.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, aimed at the feminine side, as they are the reminder for young women to schedule their annual Well Woman exam. Take 5 minutes out of your day to contact your doctor and schedule your exam. I would think if they all contacted them today, though, it would be a tremendous drain on the health system.
Might be.
According to a 2015 survey by, see, now you've got me doing the German accent, by ZocDoc, a 2015 survey by ZocDoc, 80% of Americans delay or forego preventative care, and the number increases to 93 when you're surveying millennials. They just
really?
apparently don't do preventative care. So there you are, ladies. Call your doctors today, and dudes, call your doctors. You and I have had the same doctor for a while.
Yes,
we have the same doctor, and he basically is he's getting to be an older version of you and me, I think. I mean, not to be offensive to the guy.
Well, no, but I think he'd accept that.
He gets stuck in his ways a little bit, and he's a Cardinals fan. So
yes, he is.
Yeah, that's fine. What do you want to see on television tonight, ladies and gentlemen? No NBA basketball, no NHL tonight. As let's see, Game 2 is Monday night in the NHL game. I think they're taking an extra travel day in basketball. However, Major League Baseball, the Cubs are at Tampa Bay at 5:50 tonight. Jameson Taillon versus Zach Eflin. That's on Marquee Channel 597. Did you get these channels? You didn't? Did you pick up whenever you got in Wabash? Did you pick up the?
We've got the internet, but we don't have these channels.
Okay. So you could get the Cubs there at home on your home TV. Just Marquee Channel on.
Is that right?
On Wabash, yeah. That's things one learns.
Yeah, that's again.
Pittsburgh Pirates at St. Louis Cardinals at 6:45 tonight. That fancy new rookie Paul Skeens pitching for the Cardinals.
So I hear.
He'll pitching for the Pirates. I mean, against the Cardinals. Right, he'll probably, the way the Cardinals are hitting right now, he'll mow them down. I'm guessing.
It's been a year to which we probably don't really even want to talk about the Cardinals.
Skeens versus Michaelis tonight on Bally Channel 630. The White Sox, speaking of you don't want to talk about, playing at Seattle. Drew Thorpe versus Brian Wu. That's on NBC Sports Chicago, Channel 643. And finally, at 6:10 tonight, TBS has their weekly game of the week, I guess you would call it. The Phillies at Boston. Zach Wheeler versus Cutter Crawford. And that is Channel 632. That's LaMar Choate. I'm Bruce Dickey. We're going to be back right after this, talk about who knows what. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to LaMar Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. LaMar's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lamansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. See, I'm going to switch over to that camera.
Okay.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I didn't shut my phone off. That is a terrific error on my part. LaMar Choate is here. He is the volleyball coach at Wayne City High School.
I am.
As well as the history teacher. How long is he? You're going to be? I heard a rumor that you were going to grade school.
No, I was what?
That you were going to go teach grade school. That you were like going to finish out your time and spend then go to the grade school.
No.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Well, that's good.
I'm. Maybe you know things I don't.
I don't know. It wasn't like I was talking to your school board president.
Okay.
That I knew of.
Well, he wouldn't know much about it. I don't know. I don't know.
But LaMar is the head volleyball coach at Wayne City High School.
Junior high and high school.
Junior high and well, see now both. Maybe that's why
I do both of those.
Maybe that's why they thought you were going to be teaching at junior high.
I don't know.
Since you're coaching the junior high kids.
But I've been coaching the junior high kids for 8 years now. So 9, 10. As long as I've been the high school coach.
Well, I can't speak to the reasoning behind the discussion.
Well, now I'm paranoid. I'll be unsettled the rest of this show.
Well, I tend to do that to people.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I've announced it on the TV show, but we are now in the Wayne City High School. Mm-hmm. We will be producing some of your ball games and volleyball games.
Fantastic.
As well as girls and boys basketball games at the high school there in Wayne City.
And we're so pleased.
We're glad to do it.
We are pleased about it.
Do you play volleyball? You do play volleyball in the same gymnasium they play basketball, right?
Correct.
What do they call those two different?
Well, the bigger gym, I mean, people just kind of colloquially refer to them as the high school gym and the junior high gym or the grade school gym. But technically, the big gym is called the competition gym.
Competition gym.
And the smaller one is called the performance
Okay.
gym, because it's got the stage and you can have.
When do we name them? I mean, you're a member of the Hoi Polloi there in Wayne City. You're a member of the Glitterati. When will you name the performance gym versus the competition gym? You got to figure, Connie Allen Gymnasium or something. And
The Connie,
the Travis Helm. The other one might have been going to be named Travis Helm Gymnasium until his son started working for Weber.
well, yeah, that's out now. Trav's burned every bridge at that point. Actually, Trav has done a little bit of coaching on the young, what would we call this? Maybe like a
Junior pro.
Pee-wee or JV girls level in the grade school, because he's got a granddaughter there, and so he's doing a little coaching with Wayne City.
Oh, good.
It's
Leanne
I tell you what, there's so
the
much
Leanne Freeland Gymnasium. How about that?
could be. Now
The Darren Hurley Gymnasium.
Now Bruce, I take it you're speaking. You see, it's been so long since you've been at Wayne City.
It has been a while. Since it's been 6-7 years since I've actually done a game there.
The competition gym has been named.
Oh, it is named.
It is named.
Well, see, now why didn't you tell me what the name of it was?
I'm sorry. I just thought you were wanting anyway, it's the J. Conrad Allen Gymnasium.
So it is the Conrad Allen Gymnasium. When did that happen?
2 years ago.
Well, you see, now that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, was that named while he was still with us? It was probably pretty
it
close.
was right around the time.
Yeah. I do sort of recall that now.
But there's a big sign. I mean, as you're walking into that gym, looks nice. It's the J. Conrad Allen Gymnasium.
We're going to be doing volleyball games there, and as well as basketball games there, and we're very much looking forward to that. How's the volleyball team going to be this year?
The volleyball team is going to be very competitive. I really like our team. We had last year. We had 4 seniors that were graduated, but we were a big platoon team last year,
right.
And so I had 3 sophomore starters, and of course they're all back and they're very talented. We have had 2 very talented players whose mothers that I coached a long time ago, and they've moved back into district.
Oh, really?
And so I'm going to get the opportunity to coach these players, and they're fantastic. And I think we're going to be very competitive, both in and out of the conference. And we've had some summer workouts, and I really, we've got players that need to learn how to play together.
Do a little meshing, don't they?
But that's going to happen. I mean, we haven't done very much, and I already see some very good signs. So it's going to be a fun season.
Well, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
I tell you what, let's take. It's going to sound like we're going to take quick break after quick break after quick break, but we've been talking this segment about 10 minutes.
I tell you, when you're having fun,
when you're talking with me,
yeah,
it just flies.
Flies.
There's a lot of stuff flying.
There is.
We're going to come right back. We got LaMar Choate here on Big Talk. Back after these.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Flora. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, call Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to LaMar Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. LaMar's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lamansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cash TV, joined by LaMar Choate, Mr. LaMar Choate, the coach of the Wayne City Volleyball. Okay, so, all right, we're done with volleyball.
Okay.
Let's talk about my summer plans.
Let's talk about that.
Because I mean this is a trip. This is a whirlwind trip.
Okay.
I'm flying into Virginia Beach and picking up my brother-in-law, and he and another friend of mine are flying in there, and we're picking up my brother-in-law. We're driving up on a Sunday afternoon from Virginia Beach to Baltimore.
Okay, I've been to Baltimore.
We're going to go see the Orioles play.
Okay, Camden Yards.
Yeah,
I've
Camden
been, haven't been there, been by it.
We're going to leave Camden Yards. The plan is this, and we're going to hit Gettysburg Sunday night. Go to Gettysburg, spend all day at the park on Monday.
Fantastic.
Doesn't that sound fun?
That sounds wonderful.
We'll hit all day at the park on Monday, and then to go back to Virginia Beach, going to skip or drive through Antietam, skip over to Harper's Ferry.
Wow.
And then head south to Virginia Beach.
I've got nothing to say. The only way you can improve that trip, in my opinion, and only the people out there who know would understand what I'm going to say, but I think the only way to improve that trip is to take Matt Vaughn. That would be it. Otherwise, it's a perfect trip.
We didn't. I should have invited Matt. I didn't even think about inviting Matt.
Well, hopefully he doesn't watch this and then is bitter at you.
He will probably have somebody tell him.
Yeah, well, I won't be that person.
But no, have you been to?
I've been to Gettysburg. I've never been to Antietam.
Okay.
I've not been to Harper's Ferry.
See, the thing is with the Antietam, I think, as I understand it, it is. It's close enough to towns, big cities, that all they have now left is a cornfield and a barn.
Oh, is that
or something like that? Maybe in Burnside's Bridge.
No, that's the bridge has got to be there, surely.
I think the bridge is there.
Yeah.
And they may still have what is it, the Bloody Road or something like that at Antietam. And then at Harper's Ferry, I know they moved it. They still have the Armory.
Okay.
I think they still have Brown's house out in the country.
Okay. Where he set up
and planned the whole thing.
Yeah.
But really all you need to see is the Armory.
I would think so. Now, you'd be close enough to like Chancellorsville and Fredericksburg.
I've done those. I did those a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And
what did you think of them?
I must tell you, I thought that Chancellorsville was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because it's out in the middle of nowhere. And we went from Chancellorsville down to Spotsylvania Courthouse.
Oh, that
on the same day. And that was Spotsylvania was gorgeous. It had it's out in the middle of nothing. And they have kept it that way. And you can see, of course, there were all kinds of valleys at that battle, and you can see where these crazy people just went crazy.
You were close enough. You could have just done Grant's March, for crying out loud. You could have.
We did basically, and we made the turn at Chancellorsville, or from the Wilderness there, and headed south. Yeah.
Moved by the left flank, Bruce.
Yeah. Which way are we going?
We had taken yourself all the way to Cold Harbor.
We had right, we had left. Well, we're heading south.
Wow.
We're heading south. We're not heading
That's
north.
Cool. I'm kind of jealous, I got to admit.
And then I'll be back and laying by the pool for 3 days.
That's wonderful. That sounds like just the perfect vacation.
What is the can't miss thing I have to see at Gettysburg? I've been there 30 years ago, 35 years ago. But
well, then they have probably improved some things and changed it. You know, Ken Burns's Civil War documentary really played up the idea of Chamberlain, Little Round Top, and I think they have some things commemorating that now.
Yeah.
But for a while, there was really, you could go to Gettysburg and there was hardly a plaque there or anything. Yeah. So some of the more popular history has maybe changed some things. I don't know.
I was hoping the Copse of Trees is still there. That's 160 years ago.
Right.
They're going to need to plant new trees.
Yeah, well, true.
And can you plant new trees where the trees are supposed to be?
Yeah, right.
And still make it seem legitimately historic. These aren't the original trees, you say. The original trees have since passed on. Oaks lived forever for a long time, but 160 years.
I never even thought about that angle of it. I really hadn't.
Because the rock wall's still going to be there.
The rock wall's there. I think as far as what I thought was really cool was looking over, you've got Lee and Longstreet's vantage point of Pickett's charge.
And that's at the Virginia Monument, right?
Yes, and you look out over there and you see where these guys are going to march and what they're marching toward. And
you realize just how nuts it must have been.
But, and that's true, and it's easy for us to say Lee lost his mind for one day or whatever and made this enormous error, which it was. But he had done things similar to that and had success. I mean, it's not quite that brazen, though. An open field, and those guys were well fortified with cannon, and everybody knew what was going to happen. It is a strange moment in history.
It really is, isn't it?
When you think of how brilliant Robert E. Lee is throughout the entire thing, to do that, I don't know. Historians have long debated this one, Bruce. I don't know if we're going to solve it.
Long debated what?
The why.
Oh.
The whys.
I think it was hubris. Don't you think it was hubris? He just thought he'd been kicking tail for a while and figured he was going to continue doing it.
This is probably going to work. Yeah. You're probably right. I mean, he was very confident, but his right-hand man is telling him this is not a good idea.
It's a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. I don't know, but that's cool. That's going to be a great trip.
That's what I'm doing this summer. What you said you had a trip planned too? You're not going Civil War battlefield?
Gosh, after that,
show your depressed face.
Touring the hallowed grounds of the Civil War. Actually, I'm going to St. Augustine, which is rich in.
See, now that's fun.
Rich in history as well.
You find the Spanish forts and stuff.
Absolutely.
Down there, right?
I've never been there, so I'm really looking forward to going to St. Augustine.
Well, that'll be good. Are you going to do a little history hunting, or are you just basically going to sit around the condo and play in the pool?
Probably a little bit of both, but St. Augustine for my family has everything because it's got beaches, and that's what the other part of my family likes. It's got the history, which is what I like, and it's got food, and we all kind of like food.
I tell you what, when you come back, speaking of history, I want to hear what the Wayne City History Club combined with the Sisney and the Fairfield group all did. I want to hear about that trip to D.C.
At D.C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was the senior class trip. So yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I'll be back right after this. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to LaMar Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. LaMar's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMarsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
It's okay. It's not age or anything.
I hope not. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. LaMar Choate is joining us today, and we're just shooting a bull and having a good time. You recently completed a trip that direction yourself, but with all the high school kids. How many high school kids are involved in this? This is the big senior trip.
The Wayne County schools take a senior trip each year, and for the seniors who want to go. So Fairfield, Sisney, and Wayne City go together, and Podolsky Trust finances part of it. Kids raise money and finance the other part of it. And we go to D.C. and we see everything D.C.
How many bus loads?
We had 2 bus loads of students. 2 bus loads, 2 charter buses.
Wow! So that you're taking about 80 or 90 kids then.
Yep. That's right.
What are the if so say somebody has never gone to DC, what are the must see for kids as well as and maybe a teenager has probably certainly a different attention span than somebody of age 4 years younger even.
Correct. And you see all the monuments, and all the monuments are worth seeing, and each monument, I think, speaks differently to people. I think the Washington and Jefferson monuments are and Lincoln, they're kind of classical monuments. Now, the Lincoln Memorial is a little different because of the history that's happened at it with, Martin
Marian
Luther
Anderson
King making his speech there.
King's speech, Marian Anderson singing.
Yeah, exactly. For me, and of course, the Vietnam Wall is moving. I tried to find all the Wayne County names on the Vietnam Wall while I was there, and I didn't know them all. And I was doing some research, and I had people texting me things I should have lined that out before I went. But every time I've been to D.C., I say every time, I've been twice to D.C. Both times that I was at the wall, there was a family there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's always a moving thing. The Korean War Memorial is a moving memorial, the way they've done it.
Okay, now where's the Korean War Memorial?
It's not that far away from the Vietnam Memorial. It's just within...
And now you have a World War II memorial as well, right?
Yes, finally.
Yeah. You say that one took 70 or 80 years.
Yeah, and I was talking with someone else about that, and the whys. It took forever for us to get a World War II memorial. The World War I memorial is. They need something more.
I gotta say, I know I've seen pictures of World War II. I don't think I've seen anything about World War I
because there's not much there, and it's not really and that's a shame.
Did that become I wonder if that became a political football because the World War I veterans were terrifically angry.
Yeah, well, you had the bonus army thing that happened with during the Hoover administration. I don't know, but it seems like they're poorly underrepresented considering the magnitude of that war, even though the magnitude in terms of men material is the biggest thing that happened in world history until World War II.
Right, yeah.
But we had.
I bet you said it's since the U.S. was only involved for a year and a half.
Maybe that's part of it.
With rifles, I mean.
But those guys, for that year and a half...
They were pretty fully involved.
They were very fully involved. And so that's kind of a letdown, I guess. I think I love the World War II memorial. My dad was in it. That speaks to me. Vietnam. My brother was in Vietnam. That speaks to those things. Really do kind of move me. I love the archives.
Really?
If you can get into the archives, and
I was going to say I didn't think you could get in.
Well. They've got a public viewing where you can see the Declaration of Independence, you can see the Constitution, you can see the Bill of Rights, where you've got Richard Sherman or whoever it was, the proposed, and he's put X's through a couple of them in opinion.
The ones he didn't like?
We don't want that one. Those are really cool things. If I see one of the founders' markings on a piece of paper, it's just. That's the type of thing I can sit and stare at all day. That's me. That's probably not your kids.
See, now when I went, and of course I don't have children, but I went. I did go to the Space Museum and that kind of thing.
We spent 3 hours at the Smithsonian. I think 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
But
that's
3 to 4 hours at the Smithsonian's probably like 2 minutes at a super Walmart. I mean, you can't see it.
Yeah,
you can't see everything at the Smithsonian. It's just crazy. So you pick and choose what you like and try to hit the highlights there.
Did you miss anything? Have you missed anything that you would like to go back to DC and do or see?
I would like to go to Mount Vernon.
Really?
Now on this trip, we went the last day we went home.
You live in Wayne City. It's only 15 miles away.
I know. Well, on this trip, thank you. We went to Monticello, though, which is actually more of a drive.
You went to Monticello?
Yeah, and
because you're on 64?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
Heck, you could have gone to Montpelier, too, for that matter.
Well, there's time. There is a time element here. Yeah. But our last day, we went to Monticello, which was terrific. I was so glad we got to do that. I just wish we could have made time for Mount Vernon.
Well, Monticello, both joints are going to have all kinds of inventions and stuff.
Yes.
Aren't you? I mean,
yes.
they were both innovators.
Yes.
Yes. That's fascinating. I'm glad you had a good time.
Oh,
and that's a wonderful program, isn't it?
It is. And the Holocaust Museum, I think everyone should go. We were a little rushed this year at the Holocaust Museum, and it's nobody's fault. But that needs to be on everybody's itinerary.
There you are, folks. He's made it clear. We'll be back here after one more stop. We'll be back with LaMar Choate. Back in a sec.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to LaMar Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. LaMar's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lamansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here with LaMar Choate. We're just, he's got 3 months off, so I was able to talk him into coming back up and having a good time. Okay. One of our favorite things to talk about whenever you come to the show, you're usually here in March or late February,
right.
Talking about the History Club.
Yes.
The Wayne City History Club and all their fun things. And did you have a good fundraiser this year with the History Club?
We had a great trivia night, good fundraiser, and a good trip. We went to New Harmony, and then we made our way into Evansville. And we saw the history we wanted to see. And
what's in Evansville you want to see? Did you go see that?
We went to the
boat?
LST.
You went to the LST? I wondered if you went to the boat.
It was terrific. It was really cool. I suggest anyone go and tour that LST when it's docked in Evansville. It's fantastic.
The fascinating thing to me, they had a bar next to the LST the last time I was there. The only time I was there.
See, we didn't go there.
I was wondering if that's what they did.
No, we didn't go there.
Wait, I bet you the LST gives the kids, seeing as D-Day was last week.
Right.
Or the, not D-Day itself.
Well, it was 80
years. The commemoration of D-Day was last week. I'm assuming that those kids have, whenever they saw the LST, did they have any idea what it was used for, other than what you had probably told them in class?
I say, and then part of the tour they give, They explained what was going on. So, yeah.
Do you show? You probably don't show them, but had any of the kids seen? Are any of them Spielberg fans, and they'd seen Saving Private Ryan, or is that one that you just avoid until you're old enough? And you may never be old enough for Saving Private Ryan. I've never shown
it. I know there are history teachers in Illinois who show that on the regular in their class. I've not. It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know how many of my kids have seen it. Schindler's List is the same way. We used to show that in one of our English classes, and I have shown that in a history course, but I've not shown Saving Private Ryan.
Well, you see, that's the thing. I wonder if basically the historical part of Saving Private Ryan would be the first hour of it,
right?
Half an hour, something like that, and then the rest of it is the story. But on Schindler's List, you're getting introduced to the whole process.
Yes.
Of how that worked.
Yeah, and
those kids probably had no idea that any type of thing like that could have existed.
And honestly, you need to really do the full unit, I think. If you're using Schindler's List, it's not just, I'm going to show you this film, and then, okay, kids, let's move on. You need to really have some discussions at that point.
The cool part about the night there in March, the fundraiser night, is the trivia contest.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
It is.
You and I have both put together numerous trivia contests.
Yes, we have.
And I thought I would suggest to you a category.
I think that's great.
But I don't know if I feel a little uncomfortable suggesting it here on television in case we do want to use the questions.
If somebody's watching this and that gives them an advantage, it's just another advantage of watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey.
Another long list.
There's quite a few.
The long list of advantages.
I don't have time to tell you.
No. But as part of creating a good trivia contest, you like the way you do it is categories, different categories. I was going to suggest the category of alternative country.
I think
that is because and this is a category that would really solidify the variety, make sure that you have a good variety of teammates.
Well, that's right, because not everyone is going to be alt country savvy. You're going to have a special person on that team that knows their stuff. Now, but as you said, those people who know their alt country, they might clean sweep that category for you.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll ask you a question that I think you'll know one of them easy enough, but you're not going to know the other one.
Well,
because I don't think you listen to that music.
I am not a No, I've heard some.
And because for instance, the Rolling Stones are considered alternative country. The old Rolling Stones are alternative country now, by the way.
Yeah. Well, that's the root. Is that the roots of alternative country?
Yeah, and they wrote
Keith Richards and
Mick Jagger.
Well, not Mick necessarily. I think Keith was hanging out with. Who is it?
Not Brian Jones.
No. Not a Rolling Stone. Oh my goodness! How am I drawing a blank?
Name the two cities visited by the protagonist in the Rolling Stones' Honky Tonk Women.
Well, wait a minute.
This is the one you're going to get.
Now, wait a minute, though. Yeah, I know. I've sang that song a million times.
You better hurry. You got 40 seconds.
There's also Country Honk, which is Jackson.
Country Honk has the same lyrics.
Jackson. No, it changes.
Oh, it has changed, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, this is in the single.
Okay. New York City.
New York.
And what's the first one? I'm drawing a blank.
He's sang it a million times.
I have sang it a million times.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching Big Talk with Chris Dickey. It makes me feel so good to see this happen at the end of it. We'll see you next time. You folks have a great day.
Graham, though, I'm hung up on that now.
See you later.